give him his orders at Monroe, Virginia, saying, Pete, you're way behind time. This is not 38, but it's old 97. You must putter in center on time.
My name is Kinney Rorrer, and I've always been a fan of old-time music, traditional American rural music, as it might be called. And of course, Wreck of the Old 97 is the song that really put rural music in business commercially back in the 1920s. In 1923, a cotton mill worker from Freeze, Virginia, by the name of Henry Whitter, went to New York on his own. He wasn't invited by the record companies to come audition. He went on his own, which was a pretty gutsy, brave thing from a mountain boy in Freeze, Virginia, to go to New York on his own into the big city. So he went in and he auditioned for OK Records in December 1923, and he recorded a song that he had learned from a fellow mill worker who had once worked here in Danville and had been living here at the time of the train wreck, which of course occurred in 1903, 20 years earlier. At any rate, Henry Whitter went to New York and he recorded this song for OK Records. They released it in March of 1924, and many would consider this to be one of the first country music records ever recorded, what we now call country music, and back then it really was country music. At any rate, the song came out in March of 1924 and sold reasonably well, but it wouldn't have convinced the record companies at this point that there was a real market for this music. And then in May of 1924, a man from Texas by the name of Marion Try Slaughter, who called himself Vernon Dalhart, was his stage name, one of about 200 stage names he used actually, recorded the song first for Edison Records. In fact, Thomas Edison's son, Theodore Edison, had listened to the record by Henry Whitter, and he told Dalhart, you're from the South, from Texas, you might want to try some of this music. It might sell well in the hill and country towns. Vernon Dalhart was really a vaudeville singer and a paid funeral singer, too. He records the song in May of 1924 for Edison. Edison's marketing was pretty limited. You could only play Edison records on an Edison phonograph by and large. So in August 1924, he recorded it for RCA Victor. And when that record was released in October 1924, it sold well over 1 million copies. In fact, some estimates run as high as 6 million copies. It was an enormous hit across the United States. And of course, this is in the middle of the jazz age. And what Vernon Dalhart did by learning the song from Henry Whitter, Henry Whitter was an authentic, real Southern mountain singer, is it created a market for this music. And it paved the way for the likes of guys like Charlie Poole, the Carter family, Jimmy Rogers, and so on and so forth. It was this song that really gave birth to what we would now call the country music industry. Now, Dalhart learned, as I said, his version from Henry Whitter, but he could not understand some of the things that Whitter was saying. And as a result of that, Dalhart kind of corrupted the song. And Dalhart's version is not really historically accurate. And you can usually tell where people learn their version if they sing it with mistakes in it, the same mistakes that Dalhart made. For example, he says he lost his average instead of his air brakes. He says you got to put her into center on time instead of into Spencer on time. And you hear these little mistakes crop up in the record. And of course, the train hit the grade at the Lima flag station as it headed downhill from Lima flag station on what is now Franklin Turnpike down past North End Shopping Center. It was on the Lima grade, not it lines on a grade. You hear people still sing it lines on a 3-mile grade. And of course the song has survived in bluegrass and old-time music, but it survives in Danville, of course, and you can come to Danville September for the rail days, and less than a mile from where the wreck actually occurred, you can find a group singing Wreck of the Old 97.
It's a mile road from old Amesburg to Danville, and at Lima it's a 3-mile grade. It was on